Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to Be Determined. In today's video, we finally got up to level 520. I fully maxed out every attribute in the game and got all the Skyblock XP from the latest update, the Mob Types update. So let's just jump straight into it. We just got 52% to 518, which means I think we got like almost 60 XP, 55 XP in total for this update, which is kind of crazy. So we're punched up to 81st in the world right now, but we got a bunch of XP to get from this update real quick. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're gonna go ahead and warp over to the Spider's Den, and there's just a couple NPCs that we'll have to talk to here for a second. And we're gonna get like 23 XP for this. So there is a pretty low chance that we could hit level 520 today. Would be pretty awesome. And he's going to yap for a very long time. And then we're gonna be able to claim 23 Skyblock XP from him, which is pretty insane. So you get an XP, some combat XP, and some coins for every one of these mobs, which we are going to be using that combat XP actually to level up our mosquito pet. I'm still leveling him up a bit. He's got some XP to go still. Menu has been throttled. Wow. All right, well, I believe we claimed everything. 23 XP should put us up to what, like 75% to the next level. So if we warp and check, 85%. I'm bad at math. Cool. So we are now 85% to 519. We'll see what rank that puts us at. 59th in the world for right now is pretty insane. But we definitely got some other XP that we're going to be going after now. So there is a ton of stuff that we can put in museum thanks to this update, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So first off, decent axe should give us some XP. There's a little bit. There is also the fig armor, which now the recipe for fig armor requires canopy armor, and that already puts us up to level 519, dude. That's insane. We are 5% to 520 off of that. Holy cow, bro. Let's go. Okay, and that's not even the end of it. We still got the abyssal armor to throw in here. Boom. I got to get my park armor set. Go ahead and throw that in there. So that should be almost all the armor sets. We still do have to put in the mangrove equipment. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. It's another 8 XP for that. Holy cow, bro. So we're now 24% to 520. And then we still have my fig axe that we can throw in here. Boom, fig stone splitter. What else can we throw in here? I know there's a ton of things. So let's see if we can find them all. There's the fishing net. I believe you can actually put a hunting toolkit in here, so I might have to buy one of those and then put it in, because it didn't work when I tried it on the alpha and put my main one in. But there's the lasso, the net, and everything else. Scaffolding as well. We might have to wait a little bit on that one and grab that one later, because that one's going to be kind of a pain. Oh yeah, put the black hole in here and the David's cloak as well. Let me grab those. 1 and 2. Very nice. And then, yeah, hunting toolkit and then the scaffolding, I think, is going to be everything that we'll need. So we definitely got to grab that at some point. So let's just go ahead and grab the toolkit real quick. And then the scaffolding, I will have to worry about later. Toolkit goes in here. There it is. That puts us at level 520 on the dot. Holy cow. That is crazy. That's so clean. And we also get access to the last museum milestone at 30. 1% bits multiplier and 2% bank interest. Dude, 40k bits for us to claim over time. Holy cow, let's go. So should be able to go ahead and craft up the scaffolding. There is large scaffolding right there. Throw that in rarities. And there it is, man. We are all caught up, which is kind of insane. Our museum should be almost 100%, and I still don't have the primordial. But other than that, we shouldn't be missing anything from this update, I don't think, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there it is. Everything's done. So just gotta get that primordial. But that puts us 7% to 521 now, dude. Let's go. 62nd in the world. Still really solid. There is Bog to level 1. So that's a new bestiary unlocked. We have 3 kills out of 3,000. It's gonna take a little bit to get that done. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bogged Bestiary maxed. We did that in less than 2 hours, or about 2 hours on the dot. 3,000 bogged kills. And that puts us at the 39th person to max out this bestiary, which is pretty insane. But we are once again done with fishing. Feels good, man. Now we could go ahead and get our hands on a couple of the new shards. There's the hummingbird and there's the titanoboa. I don't know. We might have to do this titanoboa low key. How much is 24 of these? Yeah, I mean 67 is not that much money. We'll just do that. That's another 10 XP for that. You'll love to see it. Bayou Biter level 10, which is really nice. Another 10 skyblock experience for that. So now we just got, once again, 2 shards left to go to max. 27% to 521, and that should solidify us in the top 100 at least for the day, I would think. All right, well, before they nerfed the price of Starborn, I forgot I had set up a buy order for a couple of them. So these 4 I bought for 30 mil a piece, and now Starborns are less than 20 mil. So kind of just wasted a casual 40 million coins. It's all good though. We'll go ahead and claim that XP. That puts us at Echo of Elemental 4, 3 more skyblock XP. So we now just need like another 19, I think, of those Starborn, and then we will be done with that shard. And the only other shard we've got left is Hummingbird. So Starborns are currently going for 18 mil a piece, and Hummingbirds are 2.3 mil. So I think there's a chance Hummingbird keeps dropping as time goes on, which Starborn could be the same. It's already gone down a mil since this morning, but Hummingbirds went down like it halved in price. So I think we're gonna go for Starborns for now. I can afford 4 of these for the time being. That leaves me with 14 mil to spend on other things, and that should be enough for me to get a little bit of stuff. 2 XP, Echo of Elemental 6. So 2 more Skywalk XP puts us 32% to 521, and we only have a total of 14 XP left to get from attributes. All right, lads, it is time. I have 2 hummingbirds that I got to buy with buy orders, but I still need another 46. It's gonna cost me 120 mil. It's a little bit more than I would like to spend on this right now, but it's got to be done. Chop level 10, which is another 10 skyblock XP, and so we are now 45% to 521, hopefully a little higher on the leaderboard. And other than that, we now have 1 attribute left to max, and that is of course going to be the Starborn. So we still got to get our hands on 15 Starborns, which at the moment is about 300 million coins. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully soon. I totally forgot that this was a thing that existed. So we got a warp over to Galatia here, and I got to get my hands on a chameleon shard. They're not too expensive though, 2.4 mil, it's not too bad. But we head over to Kiara over here. Hello there. I would like to add you to my contact list. Of course, she likes to yap a lot apparently. Give the shard, there we go. Actually found one. I did. So this is going to give us like 11 XP, I think. So 10 XP from adding her contact, and then I believe, yes, we get another magical power. So we are once again at the max magical power, 1866 now instead of 1865. So we will take that. That puts us, should be, if I swap lobbies, should be 56% to the next level. Maybe I need to update that. Let's do this. There we go. 56% to 521. There it is. Hopefully that puts us up past the top 95. I think it probably will, but maybe even close to top 90. Finally, some money. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. I'm just gonna insta sell this, and that means we have 300 million coins, and we can spend 200 million of that. Starborns, where are you at? How much would it cost me? It would be 240 mil, which is basically exactly what we have left. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is finally max attributes. Echo of Elemental 10. We now have every single attribute in the entire game completely maxed. 1,750 XP from this. So that puts us 68% to 521, and we had dropped out of the top 100, but hopefully that pushes us back up a little bit. All right, thank you so much for watching to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, as always, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button if you haven't already. We're closing in on 30,000 subs for that red name, and it'd be pretty cool if we could hit that before I max out Skyblock XP. But I'll catch you in the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day, and God bless.